3, 2, 1. Please listen up. So, how review is going to work? Whatever I do not finish is your responsibility to finish at the end of the week. That makes sense, does it not?
Makes sense.
So your test is on Wednesday the 20th. So that's next Wednesday, a week from Wednesday. So whatever I do not finish in class on that Monday is your responsibility. So how it's going to go is I'm going to fill in boxes. You're going to copy it down. But before I start filling anything in, I'm going to ask you questions. Help me answer the questions. If you can't answer them, then I'm going to sit here and wait until someone figures it out. That's going to slow us down. So your job, you have no homework. You have no vocab quizzes. You have absolutely nothing. But I still want you to be prepared for class. Does that make sense? Come to class ready to think, ready to help me, and we'll move really quickly. If we move really quickly, I can easily finish this. First period AP World, not moving quickly. I'm probably not going to finish their packet. Second period AP World, they're cruising. I'm definitely going to finish their packet. We'll see how well you do. If you don't finish it, it's all on you. Is everyone clear on the expectations here? I am more than happy to help, and I will do more than my fair share. However, if you think you're just going to sit there quietly and do nothing, and I'm going to do all the work, you are out of your damn mind. Second thing, I will write this packet 4 times. I have 4 AP Psych classes. If you think for 1 second you shorthanding what I'm writing and you're still going to earn 100 points, you are out of your damn mind. If I can write it 4 times, you can write it once. Can we agree? Okay? So, if you start shorthanding what I'm writing and not writing what I have, I'm going to take off crazy points. Is everyone clear on the expectation? I'm doing it 4 times. You're doing it 1 time. Is everyone clear on that? Yes? Okay. It's worth 100 points. It's going to be due on the day of your exam, so a week from Wednesday. No exceptions. If you don't turn it in on the day it's due, it's a 0. My grades close the moment you walk out of my room. Is everyone clear on that? It's 100 points due the day of the exam. No ifs, no ands, no buts. What?
You still posting videos?
It depends. If you guys get far behind, then I'll stop posting videos.
Stop or start?
Stop. Of course I'm recording video. I'm doing one right now. But if I have one class that just can't figure it out, I'm going to stop posting videos. It's on you. It's not on me. Is everyone clear on that? If everyone's doing their share, everyone's doing what they have to do, then I'll keep posting videos. We'll get this all done together. It's not a big deal. If you can't hold your weight, it ain't on me. It's on you. Okay? Here we go. So, classical conditioning. Who can raise their hand? Tell me something. John B. Watson. What do we know about him? Anna, what do we know? He's a behaviorist. Absolutely. Okay. What is John B. Watson's famous experiment, ladies? Or gentlemen? Who can tell me? John B. Watson. What's his experiment, Sam? Nope. That's Pavlov. What is John B. Watson's famous experiment, Lauren? It is. So, you need to know that he is classical conditioning. Okay, his famous experiment is little Albert. He's scared of Albert. With loud noises. When he met a rat. This fear generalizes. I'm underlining generalizes. Who can raise your hand and tell me what generalizes means? What does it mean, Sophie?
You like groups things that look alike and like seem alike together.
Perfect. To all other white fur. To other furry animals. And to a white mask. This shows generalization and that fear are classically conditioned. B.F. Skinner, what type of learning is he? You can raise your hand and tell me. No one knows. B.F. Skinner, we have no idea what type of learning. There's only a couple. Jenny. He's not a behaviorist. Technically he's a behaviorist, but what type of learning is he, John? No, not. That's perspective, guys. What type of learning is he? What is the kind of learning is he, guys? What type of learning are there? Think about it. What type of learning structures did we cover here, people? Maybe look at stuff. Good. I mean, because I'm not moving forward unless you can help me. I will happily move forward, and I will keep doing what you guys knew, classical conditioning. You knew his experiment. What is his experiment?
Skinner box?
Skinner box, which is what type of learning? No, behaviorism is a perspective. It's not a type of learning.
You said it was, or biological factor? No, that's
Yeah.
Is learning called alternate.
Operant conditioning. Let's all say thank you to Hannah. Bye, Katie. Jeez, operant conditioning. Who can raise their hand and tell me what makes operant conditioning different than classical conditioning? Oh God, we're not going anywhere. What is the difference between classical conditioning and operant? Alyssa.
Stimulus occurs with
No. What is the difference between classical and operant? Jude.
Behavior is determined by stimuli.
No. What is the difference between classical conditioning and operant conditioning? We better start looking. We aren't going anywhere. What is the difference, Olivia?
operant conditioning is after one performs certain voluntary behavior.
So what does that mean?
Classical conditioning is materialistic.
What does that mean? Lauren, what does that mean?
Operant's voluntary.
Yes! What does that mean if it's voluntary, Lauren?
It's something that you decide.
You decided to do. What is classical, Lauren?
Something
It's a reflex. There's no thinking. You just respond. Whew! It's going to be a long day, guys. He takes Thorndike's. What's Thorndike's big idea? It's a law. It's one of 5. What law should you know? Everything on operant conditioning is based on it, ladies and gentlemen. If it's by law of effect. Thank God Olivia is here, people. Thorndike's law of effect and tests it with his Skinner boxes. He creates. We're shaking my desk. Yes.
Sorry.
He creates schedules of reinforcement. And creates operant conditioning. Albert Bandura, what type of learning is he? You can raise your hand and tell me, what type of learning is he? Bandura, what's his famous experiment, people? Alex. The what? What is it, Riley? Bobo doll. So what type of learning is he then, Riley? Think about the experiment. What is it? Observational learning. Bobo dolls. Little kids. Watch adults. Beat up a Bobo doll. when given the opportunity. The kids do it too. Monkey see. Monkey do. Kids add more violence. Than what they see. What violent thing did they add to it? The shooting, yes, they pulled out the gun. Gardner, what is he famous for with a hand? What is Gardner famous for? There's a lot of them. He has 11 of them. It was in our cognition unit. Gardner. You better pull out notes or something. Sitting there yawning, then get them. What is Gardner's cognition? Huh? No. No. I hate that crap. What is Gardner famous for? He has 11 of them. What, McKinnon? Multiple intelligences. I think we can all agree we definitely need to review, yes? So, if you are thinking because you have Bennett that you don't have to study that hard for your midterm, I think we just proved it completely wrong on the first 4 things. Can we agree? Hello? You definitely need to review. You definitely need to take it seriously. We move very quick. It is important that you actually go back and review, hence why we're here doing this instead of doing what I want to do. He believes in 9 to 11 types of intelligences. It is logical, parentheses math, spatial, parentheses visual, interpersonal, no others, intrapersonal, no self, kinesthetic, body movement, linguistic, verbal, naturalistic, patterns of nature, existential, big picture, and musical. Ebbinghaus. He would be the hardest one. You probably should have known the other ones way faster than you did. What is Ebbinghaus famous for? What's his experiment? Also in the cognition unit. He has a lot of syllables in his name. Jenny.
Didn't he make up his own language to see if he could remember them?
Yes, memory. He is memory. Okay, he does the forgetting curve. Memorized. Nonsense. Syllables. Created. Memory curve. Which looks like this. We forget a lot immediately. But some is retained over a long period. Long-term immediate testing equals best results. Example, vocab quizzes. Pavlov, what's he famous for?
Classical conditioning.
Alright, finally, we got one we knew immediately. Classical conditioning.
Dogmas.
Yep.
Sounds.
Started classical conditioning. Measured dogs salivating to the sound of a bell. Bell equals neutral stimulus. Parentheses pre. UCR. Salivating. UCS equals food. Post conditioning. CS equals bell. CR equals salivating. Which means the dog drools. To the sound of a bell. No longer needs food to drool. There you go. Luckily, not all the boxes are super full. Some of them are. Alright, I'm skipping around to do the things I want to do today. Is that fair? Cool. I'm skipping down to terms. Alright, correlational coefficients. I'm going to cross up coefficients and I want the word study. Okay? And these are used to determine. If changes in one variable cause change in other variables. It looks for relationships with 3 possible results. Positive, which of course looks like that. Negative, which looks like that. And then none, which looks like that. Primary versus secondary. You can tell me what's primary reinforcer with a hand. Ribkey.
It's like food and sex.
What are the 3?
Oh, it's food, sex, and
What will you die if you don't have ribcage? Food and water. Alright. So, primary. RN8. What does an 8 mean? Yeah. RN8, required for survival. And it's food, sex, and water. Secondary. Who can tell me what secondary is? Karina. There you go. So, our desired by choice. not necessities. Clothes, cars, and money. Clothes. All right, biological, right underneath it, preparedness. Okay, we are predisposed to be scared or fearful of things for our own protection. Example, heights, spiders, parentheses, arachnophobia, snakes, and loud noises. We are predisposed to be scared or fearful of things for survival purposes, for our own protection. All right, flip it over. Binocular cues. So if it's a binocular cues, what does it need?
2 eyes.
2 eyes, because bi means
2.
2. So 2 eyes needed. Okay, so this requires 2 eyes. One is convergence. You can raise your hand and tell me what convergence is. What is it, Sam?
So your eyes, the space that overlaps.
It's when you cross your eyes. Eyes tilt in. Up close. Okay, and then the second is disparity. The difference between the 2 images your eyeballs see. Equals image jumps. Remember, what did we do for this experiment? The close right across the peripheral, how it jumps?
Have you drunk this?
No.
Isn't that what the cars do? Like,
The colors.
that what they go like this?
They're trying to see your reaction.
We did the colors.
Yeah, we did like the colors where
That's peripheral and that's your vision and stuff. That's different. Okay. So, vision equals biological. Perception equals psychological. Trichromatic theory, what is that dealing with? You can raise your hand and tell me what's trichromatic theory dealing with. John?
It's like analytical practical.
No. What is it, Lauren?
So we have like 3 colors. We only see 3. We have rods for 3 colors.
There we go. Color vision. Color vision is processed by specialized cones in the retina that detect Different colors. What are the three colors we see according to trichromatic theory? Sam?
Red, blue, yellow.
Red, nope. Green and blue. This theory is supported by the opponent process theory. Okay. I showed you the opponent's process theory. What is that? It to a degree, confirms the trichromatic theory that you see blue, red, green. What is that? How do we prove that this has some standing? Think about it. What would we do, Jenny?
We usually see 4 primary colors. And we usually
What experiment did I show you to kind of prove it? Okay. After image, yes. Okay, we did after image. Okay, so the U.S. flag goes green equals opposite cones. And that's called the after image. Okay. Skipping ganglion cells. Case study. What unit is case studies found in? I don't know if I have time. Maybe. You don't seem that concerned as you're standing there staring off into space. Huh?
Research methods.
Research
No, I'm
methods.
saying we're gonna have to fill this out either way, right?
Yeah. Research. So case studies cannot be replicated. What does that mean? Case studies cannot be replicated. You can.
That happened once.
What does it mean, John? Okay, so why can't it be replicated? Yeah, exactly. You can't follow the same person over and over again. So, it's also longitudinal. What does that mean? Who can tell me what does longitudinal mean? Karina. It's a long-term experiment. Mm-hmm. Okay, longitudinal is long-term experiments that are tested at different times. A person's life. Biggest drawback. A lot of people drop out. Okay. I have a negative reinforcement coming up, so we're going to cross it off. We're going to write positive reinforcement because I have a negative one. I have a bunch of them. So a positive reinforcement. Who can raise your hand and tell me? Coker, what's positive reinforcement?
Positive reinforcement, you do something good and get something.
That makes you what? No. Who can tell me? What does it mean? Sophie?
It's when somebody like it's when a person like gives you something that you want so that you repeat it again.
Yeah. So when a person is praised for doing the right thing. See ya. Goodbye. We did not get that far. We should be further. So I hope you see how important it is that you are ready for class and you are ready to think, yes? Because whatever I do not finish, it's on you, not on me. Goodbye.
I thought it was gonna be in order for like the beginning of the year.
Nah. This is the county review.
So just randomly.
Yep.
I'm not dead, I'm back. 3 days. I thought something awful.
What?